All right, AP Bio. Here's our Chapter 16 quiz review. This overall went pretty well. This should go pretty quick. Here was our first question. It just has a diagram of what's going on. And of course, the correct answer is C, as it asks what's going on this strand oriented here. And you can just see it. Basically, it's the RNA primer. Since you see the RNA primer, then you know that that's the replication is going to begin right there. You see the helicase working and doing all that stuff there. Okay. Everybody got this right. We're good. It's just the Chargaff rule of adenine thymine. What did we have here? Relevant. Oh, yeah. This was the one that, yep, phosphate groups of expansion. Why are growing strands 5' to 3'? Because you need the 5' phosphate to match with the 3' hydroxyl oxygen in there. And why is that better? Two strands need to be anti-parallel to bond properly. This is how you bring in the nucleus and create it. It's not, the anti-parallel is not about the backbone. Okay. And in this part, what you're putting together is the new strand. So the anti-parallel matches up but doesn't get the backbone going, I guess is what I want to say. Here's another one we knocked out of the park, that position nucleotides as DNA polymerase. Again, another one we knocked out of the park, attaching the Okazaki fragments together, always DNA ligase. Here again, we knocked out of the park. What is the process represented here? And that's the synthesis of DNA. The Avery McLeod, again, knocked it out of the park. What is the purpose of treating with protein? Yeah. Okay. Another Avery McLeod, again, knocked it out of the park. What was the purpose? And it was a negative control measure. So I told you this would go quick. You did very well on this one. And again, knocked it out of the park. We all basically got it right. What can you conclude? That DNA is the stuff of genetic life. Here's one, a tiny bit of a struggle. Which is the best characteristic that makes it useful? And this is where your anti-parallel nuclear strands ATGC comes in. Okay. That's the Chargaff rule question. Here we go. Plasmids, the importance of plasmids, circulars that provide genes that may aid in the survival, as we've seen with prokaryotes and bacterial resistance. Here we knocked it out of the park as to replication is semi-conservative. And again, this one was a little bit of a struggle, and it was just misunderstanding enzymes. You have a missing backbone, everything is placed, so that's a DNA ligase, not a DNA polymerase. It just didn't knit together. And again, a little struggle here on the replication fork. Popular answer was here, but look at those arrows. Where's my Okazaki fragments? Here I'm building normal on this thing, 5' to 3'. Here as I build 5', 3', I'm going in the opposite direction of the fork, so that's my Okazaki fragments. This did not show any at all. So really at initial look, the only two possible correct answers were this one, B and D, where D is the one that's actually oriented properly. So there you go. You can see you knocked it out of the park. That is your Chapter 16 quiz review. Talk to you later.